I'm Sittie Ainah D. Macasilang.
I'm Macabantog Miss Aneeqah D. Nasrodin.
I'm Jalila Isra.
I'm Regina.
I'm Modaiba Sittie Asya.
I'm Aamina P. Jalila Cosain. I'm Almerah and Casser.
And we are the group of 3.
Our presentation is all about Virginia Henderson, who has a complete name Virginia Avenel Henderson, registered nurse and Master of Arts. Pinanganak siya noong November 30, 1897 sa Kansas City, Missouri. Kay Daniel B. Henderson, isang lawyer na nagtatrabaho kasama ang Native Americans, and Lucy Minor Abbott Henderson. Pangkalima siya sa 8 magkakapatid. She's a nurse, theorist, researcher, and author known for her need theory and her definition in nursing. Henderson is also known as the Fifth Lady of Nursing, the Nightingale of Modern Nursing, modern-day Mother of Nursing, and the 20th Century Florence Nightingale. In 1921, she received her diploma in nursing from the Army School of Nursing at Walter Reed Hospital, Washington, D.C. In 1923, nagsimula na siyang magturo sa Norfolk Protestants Hospital in Virginia. In 1929, she entered Teachers College of Columbia University for her bachelor's degree in 1932 and took her master's degree in 1934.
Si Henderson ay nagtrabaho siya sa Henry Street Visiting Nurse Service ng 2 taon after graduation at siya yung kauna-unahang full-time instructor in nursing nung nasa Norfolk Protestant Hospital siya. In 1930, she was a nurse supervisor and clinical instructor sa outpatient department of Strong Memorial Hospital, Rochester in New York. Then from 1934 to 1948, 14 years of her career, then she worked as an instructor and associate professor sa Teacher College, Columbia University in New York. Then since 1953, si Henderson ay naging research associate sa Yale University School of Nursing at research associate emeritus hanggang 1971 to 1996.
Habang nasa Yale, nag-ambag si Henderson ng The Textbook of the Principles in Practice of Nursing ni Bertha Hermers na inilathala noong 1939 na ginamit ng maraming institusyon ng nursing. Sa proseso ng pagsulat ng mga aklat-aralin, napilitan si Henderson na tukuyin ang nursing. So let us now have a look on how Virginia Henderson tried to define nursing. The unique function of nurse is to assess the individual sick or well. In the performance of those activities contributing to health or its recovery or to peaceful death that they would perform unaided if he had the necessary strength, will, or knowledge. Ang natatanging tungkulin daw ng isang nurse ay tulungan ang may sakit o wala sa pangganap ng aktibidad na nag-aambag sa kalusugan o paggaling nito. Okay, so according to Virginia, she put an emphasis on the art of nursing. And for us, is to able to do that. She proposed the 14 basic human needs on which nursing care is based on. Her contributions include not only on defining what is nursing, but she also gave a concrete line regarding the autonomous nursing function of nurses, and stressing the goals of interdependence of our patient and creating self-help concept. So, her self-help concepts influenced the work of other nursing theories.
The Meta-Paradigm by Virginia Henderson. By the way, every meta-paradigm or every theorist is iba-iba sila how they define the 4 meta-paradigm accordingly to their theory. First is the people. For Henderson, people is an individual who requires assistance to achieve health and independence or in some cases, peaceful death. Para kay Henderson, she addressed people as a patient o isang pasyente na nangangailangan ng tulong o assistance to be able to meet those 4 basic components of life. Person is a holistic being that is composed of physical, psychological, sociological, and spiritual dimension that are defined by their corresponding need as defined by the 14 basic needs. Therefore, pag sinubukan mong intindihin ng mga pasyente mo, hindi porket wala na siyang nararamdaman, physically is okay na siya. Pwedeng may mga needs siya when it comes to psychological, sociological that we need to assist. Again, person for Henderson is the one who requires help towards independence. Next is health. Health is a quality of life and is very basic for a person to fully function. According to Henderson, if we satisfy those 4 components, then that's the time we can call ourselves health or a healthy one. For an instant is we can breathe normally, you can eliminate waste normally without needing the assistance or help from our nurses. Then that's the time we can call ourselves healthy one. We can function fully independently without seeking help from our nurses. So nurse. Nurse is the one who assisting an individual who lacks the necessary strength, will, and knowledge to satisfy one or more basic needs. So ang role naman ng isang nurse is to help the patient na maging independence habang ina-achieve niya or mini-meet niya yung 14 basic human needs of life. So habang di pa kaya to ng isang pasyente, ang nurse ang gagawa temporarily hanggang maging independent ang isang tao. Nurse is viewed as one who serves to make the patient complete, whole, or independent. Lastly is the environment. Henderson defined environment as the setting in which an individual learns unique patterns for living. This influence the effect of life and development. So for Henderson, ang environment daw is kahit anong bagay na pwedeng makaapekto para hindi mo ma-meet yung 14 basic human needs. Environmental conditions under which the patient can perform the 14 activities unaided or independently. Ito yung field where we can perform the 14 basic need of life in our daily basis na hindi tayo natutulungan ng ibang tao or we are unaided or independent. So, example nito is sa food. So if the food is not clean enough, madumi or panis, tapos kinain mo, pwede kang magkaroon ng elimination problem, which is magtatai ka. So in that case, magkakasakit ka. Then you will require the help of our nurses. Again, the main focus and goal of this theory is for the nurse to help the client or the patient with the 14 basic human needs to the point that we can perform them unaided or independently.
1995, naniniwala si Henderson na ang business lang ng pagtuturo ng nursing education noon is through research. That's why she developed this nursing need theory. So this is more on pangangailangan ng nurses. So there are 14 fundamental needs or pangangailangan ng mga patients kung saan tayong mga future nurses should know this basic nursing care. So the first one is breathing normally, eating and drinking adequately, eliminating body waste, move and maintain desirable posture, sleep and rest, select suitable clothes, dress and undress, maintain body temperature within normal range by adjusting clothing and modifying environment, keep the body clean and well-groomed and protect the integument, avoid the danger in the environment and avoid injuring others, communicate with others in expressing emotion, needs, fears, or opinions, worship according to one's faith, work in such a way that there is sense of accomplishment, play or participate in various forms of recreation, learn, discover, or satisfying the curiosity that leads to normal development and health and use the available health facilities. So kung naaalala niyo pa, ang hierarchy of needs ng Maslow, ang 14 bahagi ni Henderson ay maaaring i-apply o ikumpara sa pangangailangan ng hierarchy ni Abraham Maslow. Itong 1 to 8, breathe normally to keep the body clean is under some physiological needs or pwede siyang i-apply dito sa Maslow physiological needs kasi when we say physiological needs is about siya sa pangangailangan natin in our daily life. Like, kailangan natin huminga, mag-eliminate or matulog, and so on. Kaya siya under sa physiological needs. And ito namang number 9 is, which is ginger and the environment is also under sa safety needs. And yung 10 and 11 naman can be applied sa love and belongingness. And then lastly, yung 12, 13, 14 is under sa STEM. In conclusion, itong 14 components ni Henderson is very similar to the hierarchy of needs ni Maslow.
Henderson also facilitated that the nurse function in relation with the patient, physician, and other members of the health team. In each type of relationship, give nurses a specific responsibility and rules as follows. A. The nurse-patient relationship. Sa pagiging nurse, paano mo i-socialize o paano ka magkaroon ng relationship sa pasyente mo? For the example, how can you get the trust of your patient? Una, dapat malinis na trabaho mo sa pasyente. Halimbawa, huwag mo ipakita sa kanya na hindi ka marunong mag-inject sa pasyente mo o di kaya hindi ka marunong magpasa sa BP manual.
Pangalawa, kailangan palagi positibo nga makita niya sa'yo na trabaho mo bilang nurse para makuha mo ang tiwala nga pasyente mo. As a nurse, na dapat huwag mo ipakita sa kanya nga mahina ka para makakuha ka nga good socialite sa pasyente mo. Then there are 3 levels compromising the nurse-patient relationship. Number 1, the nurse as substitute to the patient. Pangalawa, the nurse as helper to the patient. Pangatlo, the nurse as partner with the patient. Ang una, the nurse as substitute to the patient. In times of illness with the patient cannot function fully, the nurse serves as the substitute as to what the patient lacks, such as knowledge, will, and strength in order to make him complete, whole, and independent once again. Number 2, the nurse as helper to the patient. In situations where the patient cannot meet his basic needs, the nurse serves as a helper to accomplish them. The nurse focuses her attention in assisting the patient meet his needs so as to reach independence as quickly as possible. 3. The nurse as partner with the patient. As partners, the nurse and the patient formulate the care plan together, both as an advocate and a resource person. The nurse can empower the patient to make effective decisions regarding his care plans, and as the relationship goes on, they both see each other as partners whose interests are the same, having the patient achieve health and independence. B. The nurse-physician relationship. Henderson asserted that nurses function independently from physician. May ibang nurse nga hindi sumusunod sa instruction nga doktor. For example, may nurse talaga nga feeling doctor kasi nag-a-advise siya nga ito ang inumin mo or ako ang susundin mo. Hindi yung pwede kasi as a nurse na parang nag-a-assist ka lang sa mga pasyente. Hindi ikaw ang doktor. Kahit maraming kang alam, hindi mo yung gagawin kasi bawal yan sa ating mga nurse. Kasi trabaho yung mga doktor. Yan lang po. Letter C, the nurse as a member of the healthcare team. The nurse works and contributes in carrying out the total program of care. However, working independently, as Henderson indicated, does not include taking other members' roles and responsibility.
The 4 assumption of Virginia Henderson need theory. Number 1, nurses care for patients until they can care for themselves once again. So, As a nurse is aalagaan mo ang iyong pasyente mo sa abot ng iyong makakaya. Means, hanggat hindi mo pa nakikita na ang pasyente mo is naging independent na siya sa kanyang sarili, ay responsibilidad mo pa rin na isang nurse na aalagaan mo ang iyong pasyente. And number 2, patient desire to return to health. So meaning, siyempre, the willingness of the patient is really matters. Kasi paano natin aalagaan kung hindi naman niya gustong gumaling or magpaalaga? So, kailangan yung willingness ng isang pasyente. And number 3, nurses are willing to serve. Okay, so, most importantly, tayong mga nurse ay willing iserve ang mga pasyente natin. Kahit gaano pa ito kapagod at gaano pa ito kahirap. And the last one, number 4, is nurses will devote themselves to the patient day and night. So meaning, siyempre tayong mga nurse ay devoted sa trabaho natin, which is to serve the patient day and night. And Henderson also believes that the mind and body are inseparable and are interrelated. So si Henderson ay naniniwala na ang utak at katawan ng isang tao ay iisa. Ito yung sinasabi nila na sound mind in a sound body. What your mind says or think will reflect with the reaction of your body. For an instance, when we are stressed, it will affect our daily routine, and the appearance of ours will really tell that we are having or experiencing stress. And additionally, she stated that the nurse does for others what they would do for themselves if they had the strength, the will, and the knowledge. So meaning, ang mga nurse ay maaalagaan nila ang ibang tao or pasyente nila as much as sa pag-aalaga nila sa sarili nila. If they had the strength, lakas, and the will, yung sinabi natin kanina na willingness na aalagaan ang pasyente. And of course, the knowledge. Pinaka-importante yung knowledge kasi dito natin ma-apply kung ano man natutunan natin at itinuro sa atin when it comes to serving patient. But Henderson said that even when we are caring and devoting ourselves in serving patients, we must make sure that we ourselves and patient will be independent as soon as possible. Lalo na sa mga pasyente, hindi dapat sila nakadepende sa ating mga nurse. Kailangan iparamdam din sa kanila na nakasalalay pa rin sa kanila kung paano gumaling.
The works of Virginia Henderson. In 1939, she was the author of the 3 editions. Una ay ang Principal Practices of Nursing at ang Basic Principle of Nursing. Her works published in 1966 at binago ito noong 1972 has been published in 27 languages by the International Council of Nurses. At ang pangatlo ay ang Nursing Studies Index, one of Henderson's famous works in 1953. Her works Nursing Studies Index completed in 1972.
And I'm going to discuss to you about the honors and awards bestowed upon Virginia Henderson. In 1985, Henderson was honored at the Nurses and Allied Health section of the Medical Library Association. In the same year, she received the first Christian Rhine Prize from the International Council of Nurses. This was the highest and most prestigious Nurses Award due to her work's international scope. Isa rin siyang honorary fellow of the United Kingdom's Royal College of Nursing dahil sa kanyang unique contribution for nursing's art and science. In 1985 rin, naka-receive din siya ng award which is the Virginia Historical Nurse Leadership Award. The Virginia Henderson Repository, an online resource for nursing research that grew out of the Virginia Henderson International Nursing Library at Sigma Theta 2, is named in her honor. In the year 2000, the Virginia Nurses Association recognized Henderson as one of the 51 pioneer nurses in Virginia. Isa rin siya sa membro ng the American Nurses Association Hall of Fame at nirecognize rin siya na isa sa honorary degree from 13th University.
Virginia Henderson. She died without husband and children in 1996 at the Connecticut Hospital in Branford, Connecticut, age 98. Legacy. Virginia Henderson's legacy. live on thought and continued work of nursing researchers who conducted nursing research at the Virginia Henderson Center for Nursing Research is supported health and linked to Virginia Henderson Family Age Year. At ang kanyang legacy naman ay nagpapatuloy pa rin ng kanyang legacy. Patuloy at sinusuportahan ng kanyang pamilya na kahit wala na siya hanggang ngayon, nagagamit pa rin ito.
So, ika ni Virginia Henderson, ang nurse ay pansamantalang kamalayan ng walang malay, ang pag-ibig sa buhay ng nagpapakamatay, ang binti ng naputol, ang mata ng bagong bulag, isang paraan ng locomotion para sa mga bagong panganak, kaalaman at pagtitiwala para sa mga batang ina, boses para sa mga mahinang magsalita, at iba pa. That's all for Virginia Henderson. Hope you learned something. This is Group 3. Thank you for watching.